Tour du Rwanda 2026, 0 to 130, Rwanda. The land of 1,000 hills, but also the land of 1,000,000 bicycles. On days like these, the roads are no longer just paths for cars, they become a stage for heroes. Since 1988, the Tour du Rwanda has transformed the face of sports in Africa, becoming a symbol of the unique resilience and spirit of the Rwandan people. Today, in 2026, we are not just watching an ordinary race. We are witnessing a competition growing in the wake of the historic UCI Road World Championships held right here in 2025. This is a race that defines the future of African cycling, 1:30 to 4 o'clock. Let's take a look back at 1988. At that time, the Tour du Rwanda was a regional race for locals and neighboring countries. Our riders competed on heavy iron bikes, but they carried hearts that were both humble and unbreakable. Celestine Ndenge Ngoma was the first to etch his name onto the inaugural trophy. In the 2000s, we saw a name that made the mountains tremble, Abraham Ruhumuriza. Winning this race 5 times, he became the ultimate proof that a Rwandan could be the king of the mountains. In 2009, a major shift occurred. The Tour du Rwanda was officially sanctioned as a UCI 2.2 category race. This was the moment the world began to take notice. Riders like Adrian Niyonshuti started blaring the trail for others, representing Rwanda at the London 2012 Olympics, 4 o'clock to 6:30. The year 2014 will never be forgotten. Valens Ndayisenga became the first Rwandan to win the Tour du Rwanda since its UCI integration. The celebrations were like nothing the country had ever seen. After him, others like Jean Bosco Nsengimana, Areruya Joseph, and Samuel Mugisha proved that Rwanda is a true cradle of talent. By 2019, the race was elevated to UCI 2.1 status. This meant that global powerhouses like Israel Premier Tech, Sudal Quickstep, and Total Energies began coming to challenge Rwandans on the slopes of Shyorongi and Musanze. In 2024 and 2025, we saw elite international riders claim the yellow jersey, but we also saw our own riders like Moise Mugisha and the new generation prove that only seconds separate a local hero from a world champion on these natural peaks, 6:30 to 9 o'clock. This year, 2026, the Tour du Rwanda carries a special prestige. Following Rwanda's hosting of the World Championships in 2025, the routes have become even more challenging and are now built to international standards admired globally. Nearly 1,000 kilometers of winding roads and mountain climbs with heart-stopping altitudes. From the heights of Rukomo to the plains of Rwamagana, all the way to the grand finale in Kigali. This race is now the ultimate training ground for riders who will represent Africa in prestigious world tours like the Tour de France. Today, we don't just talk about climbing, we talk about technical mastery, team strategy, and cutting-edge cycling technology. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. The Tour du Rwanda is more than just a bike race. It is the face of the new Rwanda. It is tourism, it is unity, and it is the pride of Africa. When you watch these bikes fly past, you aren't just seeing athletes. You are seeing a nation that chose to write its history through tires and pedals. Tour du Rwanda 2026. We turn mountains into paths and bicycles into history. Would you like me to add specific music cues or adjust the tone for a particular section?